We have a saying here at Evo India. Life, it's too short to drive boring cars. And don't get me wrong, interesting cars need not have 500 horsepower and cost crores of rupees. In fact, the most interesting cars, the most fun cars have always been affordable hatchbacks. You can have fun with those cars at legal or near legal speeds. You don't need a racetrack to get close to their potential. You don't need Max Verstappen level skills to really extract the most out of them. Hatches, hot hatches, warm hatches, call them what you want, but these are the cars that we enthusiasts have grown up with. They were the first cars we experienced the thrill of driving with. And it's a segment that's been completely decimated by the flood of small SUVs. Except Tata Motors is bringing the zing back, and they're doing so with a hotted up version of the Altroz hatchback. Among all of the shiny metal at the 2022 Auto Expo and then last year's Bharat Mobility show, the car that really caught our eye was the Altroz Racer. It was a concept back then, and now it's ready to hit the streets. This is everything you need to know about the new Altroz Racer. There's quite a lot of stuff that's new on the Altroz Racer compared to the regular Altroz, but the first thing that I want to dive into is the engine. A hotted up car needs a hotted up engine, and that's exactly what the Racer gets. It's a familiar engine, one that has been picked up from Tata Motors' existing range, and that's no bad thing because that is what will keep the Altroz Racer affordable, and that's the key element to the appeal of the car. The motor is a 1.2-litre 3-cylinder turbo-petrol that puts out 118 bhp of power and 170 Nm of torque. That's 8 horsepower and 30 Nm up on the Altroz iTurbo. And that is mated to a 6-speed manual gearbox. Save the manual! We have always complimented the Altroz's dynamic setup, and now with the additional power, I'm hoping we can really push the Altroz's chassis to the limits. It's of course a safe car, a 5-star GNCAP crash test rating along with 6 airbags and standard ESP. The Alpha architecture, it delivers a torsionally stiff body, 16-inch wheels with wider rubber for better cornering grip. I don't know if this is going to be slightly lowered over the standard Altroz to give it better handling, or if it will have a sportier suspension setup, but I hope it does. And I have had private conversations with the engineers who've been part of the test and evaluation teams, full sending the Altroz at the racetrack in Coimbatore, and they say that this Altroz is solid fun to drive. Fingers crossed. But this is no stripped out racer. You want a sunroof? The Altroz Racer gets it. Upmarket infotainment? You got it. 10.25 inches, which can integrate the 360-degree camera plus a 7-inch digital cluster. In addition, the front seats, they are ventilated. All these are segment-leading features. There will obviously be wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, an air purifier, wireless charging. You know the works, the stuff that makes cabins comfortable. Plus, they have made the cabin look sporty. You get the all-black treatment with red accents around the center console and the aircon vents. You have seats with a granite black upholstery and a red contrast. The headrest also has red and white stripes and the Racer embossing. And that brings me to the styling. A hotted up car needs to look hotted up, and the racing stripes across the blacked out bonnet and blacked out roof are absolutely on point. The Altroz, it always was a good looking car. Design is a strength of Tata Motors, and now it looks like a fast car. The 16-inch wheels give it great stance, and if it is lowered, it'll be even better to look at. Plus, you get the front splitter, the side skirts, and the rear spoiler. Proper sporty looking bits. Of course, how good it is will actually depend on pricing, but by using existing components, Tata Motors should be able to keep costs in check and deliver an affordable, enthusiastic hatchback, which is also fully feature-loaded. After all, accessibility is a key ingredient in the Enthu Cutlet playbook. Bookings for the Altroz Racer are now open, and we're going to be driving this hatchback in the next 10 days, so stay tuned for our video drop. And if you have any suggestions on what can make make it a great Enthu cutlet? Fire away in the comments. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to Evo India and hit that bell icon to stay notified for our Altroz Racer video review drop.